Happy holidays, my beautiful friends, and welcome to Vlogmas. Today I will be sharing with you all the makeup brushes that I did bring with me on vacation. I recently went to Vegas. Today is Thursday. I got back late Tuesday night and I'm back to filming. Yes, I am brunette from being a redhead, then from going a little bit darker, but I am in the regrowth process, and with school starting, I just don't want to be bothered with it. I did get my nails done, so they're a little bit shorter, but I'm actually quite liking them versus the super long nails because I got a lot of like holiday cooking to do. So, if you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Erica Ashley. I like to normally upload 3 videos every single week, but in the month of December, you will be seeing a video every single day for Vlogmas up until the end of the year. And I have been kind of successful. If you enjoy project panning, eyeshadow palette content, makeup hauls, vlogging, all that fun stuff in makeup and beauty, then I'd love for you to hit that thumbs up, subscribe before you go, and turn on those notification bells to be aware of all my future uploads. Also follow me on Instagram for all my daily shenanigans. I am a licensed esthetician living in San Antonio, Texas. I'm a wife. I have 2 stepsons. They are older. I have 3 fur babies. I have a tortoise, so I am a show mom and a plant mom. I go to the gym and I will be starting nursing school coming January. So if you are interested in any of that, follow me on Instagram for my daily posts. I kind of post a lot in my stories. Not a lot, but I try to post at least 1 story a day. So let's go ahead and get into all the makeup brushes that I brought to my Vegas vacation. Alrighty, my beautiful friends, so I recently got back from a wonderful vacation with my husband, my parents, and my brother to Las Vegas. That was probably like my 6th time going. We love Las Vegas, but I had never been there with my parents. I've been there with my husband, I've been there with my brother, but never my parents. Now when I travel sometimes a little bit extra. I do carry a backpack. Let me grab my backpack. So I do carry this backpack, medicine. So I do carry this backpack with me, and I put it in the overhead storage. I don't check my makeup because I don't want anything breaking. And like setting sprays, I always make sure to bring like minis. So I did carry my brushes. I did store them in this. There are a few ones that I did not use. We can get to that one in a separate video if this one doesn't get too long. But I bring extra Ziploc bags so I can put everything that I did use, so I don't mix my clean brushes with my dirty brushes, because some have red, some have foundation, some have cream products. So I don't want to mix those and have to wash extra brushes. And I did bring 3 sponges, but I did use those today. Well, 4, but we'll go ahead and get into that in just a minute. So let me show you the sponges that I did bring. I love this. It is, all my shit is gonna be dirty, FYI, because I haven't washed them. I wanted to show you what I use and what I love, and all these I use on a daily basis. And we don't always talk about brushes. We don't always talk about our tools, so we need to talk about those. I don't use the most expensive brushes, but for me, they work perfectly. And I have had these brushes, I haven't bought new brushes in, gosh, well over a year. So, I love this little e.l.f. Camo Sponge. I think I might have a backup, I'm not too sure. But this will be a definitely purchase when it is time to replace this guy. I do need to wash him. This is just my beauty blender I use a brush for my foundation. So once I'm done, I use this one for under the eyes, or this one for under the eyes, and on top of the eyes as well. And then to mix everything, make sure there's no streaks, because it's a little bit smaller. And also another beauty blender. I always bring an extra beauty blender because you just don't know. Like for instance, I think I have a cold sore on my, it's a little tiny one. Could be from stress. It could be from traveling. Maybe I touched something and touched my face. Maybe it was the altitude from the plane. But I have been prone to those since I was like in elementary school. I would get them in the beginning of the year and the end of the year. I guess all the stress, and maybe I was stressed about, you know, I didn't feel that I was stressed, but maybe I was worried, and Also, a big worry was I boarded my Yorkie for the very first time. So that could have been also, I thought it was a pimple, then it popped and it had 2 little dots. So when I was doing my makeup one day, I was like, oh, I don't want to do anything. But I was putting my powder on and I used the, I'll pop a picture over here, the old Real Techniques orange one. So I kind of used all the corners for that. I would put a little foundation right here, you know, or a Q-tip. I did use a Q-tip today to put a little bit of lipstick on because it does look healed. Well, I don't know if it's a breakout or a pimple, or a cold sore. I'm not too sure. So just to be safe, I did throw that one away in Las Vegas. I didn't bring it back to me. I didn't want any germs in that one because I do use them up close to my eye. So I wasn't sure where. I'm pretty sure I touched it right here. So I would use different little pieces because it is bigger. Like, for example, it is this size. I don't know. I thought that was my husband's car. But let's go ahead and get into the brushes that I did pack. And I'm an overpacker. I am an overpacker. On the daily life, I like to wear different blushes every day, different foundations every time I do makeup, different powders, different palettes, different lipsticks. I don't stick with the same thing every single day. I do have a large collection, and that's why project panning gets a little hard for me because I love to mix it up. Baby foundation I can use every single day when I'm trying to pan one, but for the most part, I love to mix up my stuff. So when I'm on vacation, sometimes I want to use a different blush every day that I'm there. Is that, you know, crazy? Probably, but I am crazy if you haven't noticed. So let me go ahead and put all my little brushes out. And I always bring Ziploc bags for like my loofah and everything like that. My shampoo in case it does bust. And then I'll just go ahead and save this and then use this for my next travel because there's nothing really wrong with that. I'm going to go ahead and put them into my little storage right there. So I'm going to go about how I apply my makeup. So primer, I use my fingers, but I did bring 2 foundation brushes. These are both my absolute favorites. This is the It Cosmetics N115, but it's the It Cosmetics by the Ulta brand. This is slanted. It is very dirty. I love it. I probably have 2. If you can tell, my little bristles are coming apart, but I'll get one and I'll just take it off with my nails or tweezers. My nose is itching. And then I love, love, love this Morphe M6 brush. I don't believe they make this one. No, it was the gold one, and my gold one, all the bristles came out and I was so heartbroken. So I might need to buy another one of this one. This is the only one that I have of this one. I do quite like Morphe brushes. I use a lot of them, and I use a lot of It Cosmetics brushes. So I love this one. It is just a flat top kabuki. It doesn't really leave me streaky. None of these do, but I just like to make sure that it is pressed in my skin. That's why I do go over it with a beauty blender. So I'm going to try to wash my brushes probably this weekend. And then powder, I usually use the Real Techniques one to press into my skin. I am an oily gal. I have to powder all over, but I'll go ahead and dust it off, like, you know, everything. And then I do blend with this one. And this one is the It Cosmetics. It's also by Ulta, but it's a chic powder brush. It is just beautiful. It is just soft. And sometimes if I feel if like my blush or my bronzer or something didn't mix, I just go and it just mixes. It is so very soft. It Cosmetics, my mom actually buys me a lot. I really like their brand of brushes. It Cosmetics by Ulta, Morphe, and also Tarte as well. Crown Brushes has a great products as well. So then I just dust it off with that guy. And then I apply my bronzer. So I have 2 for bronzer. This is the Morphe M581 brush. See how just janky they are? Because you know these are well loved. So I just go ahead and do my bronzer right here, right here, right here, right here. And then sometimes I'll go ahead and use this brush as well. This is from Crown Brushes. It is the SS023 Jumbo Kabuki fan. And I do have a big fat face. So this works for me to blend it out and apply it. I've used this one for probably like over 2 years and this one for about a year. And I wash my brushes about every week or every 2 weeks, just depending on when I'm wearing makeup. But I don't like to let my brushes sit there and collect dust, just because I do have acne prone skin. So I do love those. And then I'll use this one just to blend out as well. This is the Eco Tools blending and bronzing. You can bronze with this one as well, you know, your forehead to diffuse it and stuff. You can tell this one is dirty. And then this is my favorite blush brush. It is from Real Techniques. It is the blush brush. It is domed. I have several, but I only brought one on vacation. Here's one right here. But look, this is just, it's just nasty, but you can tell it's very well loved. And I just stipple, and then I go ahead and blend it out with that guy. And then for highlights, I've only used this highlight brush for probably over a year. It is a Real Techniques setting brush. This is also good for, you know, setting the under eyes as well. But I like to do my cupid's bow, my tip of my nose, a little bridge, and then I do my C as well. So I love this brush, and this is probably the only highlighter brush that I do use. I did use this one today. This is just an eyeshadow blending brush when there was really nothing on it. But if my eyeshadow doesn't get the way I want it to blend, then I'll just go ahead and go above it. But it didn't have much on it, and I just grabbed it and I put a highlight on it. So, you know, you can use different types of brushes. Mix your brushes. Whenever you're playing with your makeup, you're not going anywhere, use your brushes for different things. Now this guy, this is what I used before my foundation. I forgot about this because this is a new thing that I've been doing. I bought the Smashbox and Becca under eye corrector, and I bought it with the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty, but I brought it, and I have nails obviously, so I just put a little dip and then I blend it under, and it actually, I see the hype with that guy. And then I just go ahead and blend it. You can, you know, it's very hydrating. My under eyes, for some reason, they're not bags, but my skin color is different than my face color. So it just looks different, but it mixes well with that one. So this is the Real Techniques redness correcting brush actually. So this is a great little stippler. You can use it for eyeshadow primer, which I've used. Was this one for eyeshadow primer? I have another color, but this one I just mainly brought it for under my eyes, and it worked flawlessly. And the rest are eyeshadow brushes, so I'm just gonna go through them. This is the Morphe R39. This is my crease brush. This is the first one that I use in my eyeshadow application. I usually do circle, 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 and I go like a little rainbow. That's how I use that. Probably was a brown color on here. I'm not too sure actually. And then this was another, this is the MAC 215 brush. I use this the same way I use that one. So I have similar brushes, but I use them for the same thing. I did do a green look. And then this one as well is the Morphe M411. Did I use two of them? No, but this is another Morphe, the M411, and the same thing, out to blend windshield wiper motions. And then this one is a Morphe M433. So I did have two of the same ones. No, M433, M441. So kind of similar actually, but they serve the same purpose for me. And yes, I did create a red eyeshadow on vacation. And then I just use these two. These are just a couple of bucks, maybe $1, maybe $1.50 now. These are the Wet n Wilds. I believe these just are the crease brushes. I use these to blend everything out if I feel like, oh, it's a little bit too dark, and I just blend a lighter shadow. So these are just kind of like blending. If you have, you know, a cute little small face, you could probably use this for your highlighter as well. And then I normally use the same brush for each transition shade, and then I go in with my finger to use the shimmer shade. So let's go ahead and talk about under the lower lash line. I have this Luxie 141 mini round brush. No, let's start somewhere else. These are the e.l.f. smudge brushes actually. Well, I think Sarah Rose said you can just use them like this. I use my finger. I use these for under my lower lash line. I kind of like pack it on because I use a darker color and then I blend it out with a lighter color. So I have 3 of those, and that's what I do for my lower lash line. And then I blend it out with one of these guys. So this one is, I actually don't know, but this is the shape of it. So I blend it out like that with whatever color I want to. And then this is a Luxie M4 one. The mini rounds, I did get this one in BoxyCharm. That is the shape of that one. This is the Luxie, same one but different color. So these are the exact same brushes. I did not know that. And this is, I don't know what brand, but I did get this from BoxyCharm. So I'll just go ahead and smudge on an easier day when I'm doing lighter color makeup, obviously. And then for my inner corner and my under my brow, I brought these two. This was actually, I used to play this game like rolling the dice or something like that, and I got a bag of free brushes. This came with it. I don't even know, but I've used this brush so much. I use this for my inner corner and up here. And then the same brand as the other one, I don't know, but they're kind of the same, similar concept. They serve the same purpose. So both of them I use for my inner corner and for under the brow bone. I just recently started to do that again. I was loving it, then I was like, just a waste of time, and then now I'm back to loving it again. So I don't skip that step, so that's why I did bring 2, just in case, you know, something got mixed, something got dirty. But I will go ahead and stop this video here. It's at the 17-minute mark. I'll go ahead and film a second part of the brushes that I did bring with me that I did not use because they are still in this little box. And that's okay. I'm going to probably wash these brushes tonight because I want to wear makeup. I have to wear makeup tomorrow and Saturday. Probably Sunday too, so. Enough rambling. But please let me know your favorite brushes down below. I know some of the more popular ones are like the BK Beauty, the Sigma, of course. I don't know why I didn't bring my Sigma brushes, but maybe I didn't use them. The Sigma, and there's another one, BK Beauty. I can't remember the other one, but I'll pop it in right here if I remember. But let me know your favorite brushes to apply makeup. Makeup brushes are not really talked about as much in the beauty community. So I just kind of wanted to just throw a random video out there of what I use and how I apply my makeup, just in case you like it. Maybe you need some tips. Maybe you're a beginner. Maybe I showed you. Maybe you're a professional, and I showed you something that you don't do in your makeup routine that you might want to incorporate. That's perfectly cool. We are all here to learn from each other. But I will end this video here, and I hope you are enjoying Vlogmas. And as a special reminder, don't forget to wash your makeup brushes. I love you all, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. I hope you are enjoying Vlogmas, and happy holidays, my beautiful friends. Bye. I'll see you in my next one.